The first time you sat down to spoon feed your baby, you probably figured it out as you went. Grab a spoon, fill it up, point it at the baby, hope for the best. And honestly, most parents do exactly that. Nobody teaches you how to spoon feed. Nobody tells you there is a right way and a wrong way. Nobody warns you that the technique you use in those first weeks of solid foods will directly shape whether your baby becomes a happy, confident eater or a fussy, resistant one. But there is a right way. And today I am going to show you exactly what it is. 7 tips for spoon feeding your baby well, plus everything you need to know about choosing the right spoon so that mealtimes actually work. Before we get into the tips, let me tell you why spoon feeding technique actually matters. When your baby starts solids, usually around 6 months, their relationship with food is being formed for the very first time. Every mealtime in these early months is teaching their brain something. Is food safe? Is eating enjoyable? Do I have any control over what goes in my mouth? Am I being listened to or just loaded? The answers their brain forms in these early weeks will influence eating behavior for years. How you hold the spoon, how you pace the feeding, and how you respond to your baby's cues is the foundation of a healthy relationship with food. Tip 1, wait for your baby to open their mouth before you put the spoon in. This sounds so obvious that most parents assume they are already doing it. Most are not. The most common spoon feeding mistake is anticipating the swallow and loading the next spoonful before your baby has signaled they are ready for it. Your baby needs to be the one who opens their mouth and leans forward, not you pushing the spoon in the moment their lips part slightly. Waiting for a clear, open mouth and a forward lean teaches your baby that they are in charge of the pace, that nothing goes in without their invitation. That mealtime is something that happens with them, not to them. This one change alone reduces mealtime resistance dramatically. Tip 2, place the spoon on the middle of the tongue, not the back. Most parents push the spoon too far back into the baby's mouth, which triggers the gag reflex and makes eating an unpleasant experience. The correct technique is to place the spoon gently on the middle of the tongue, not past it, and let your baby close their lips around the spoon and draw the food off themselves. This technique respects your baby's oral motor development and teaches them to use their lips and tongue actively rather than just receiving food passively. A baby who actively draws food off a spoon develops better oral motor skills and transitions to self-feeding more smoothly. Tip 3, go slow and follow their pace completely. Babies need time between spoonfuls to taste, swallow, process, and decide if they want more. The natural pace of a baby learning to eat is much slower than most adults are comfortable with. Rushing, feeding, loading the next spoon while the last one is still being processed overwhelms your baby's developing swallowing reflex and creates stress around mealtimes. Put the spoon down between bites. Wait. Watch. Let your baby lead the pace entirely. A mealtime that takes 20 minutes at your baby's pace is building a healthy relationship with food. A mealtime rushed through in 5 minutes is building anxiety around it. Tip 4, stop when your baby shows they are done. Before your baby can say, "I am full," they will tell you in other ways. Turning their head away, closing their lips, leaning back, pushing the spoon away, losing interest, and looking around. These are done signals, and they need to be respected every single time. Continuing to offer spoonfuls after your baby has shown a done signal, just one more, come on, open up. Teaches your baby that their signals do not matter. That the meal ends when the adult decides, not when they do. Over time, this erodes their natural hunger and fullness awareness and is one of the primary contributors to fussy eating and mealtime battles in toddlerhood. Read the signal, end the meal. Every time. Tip 5, keep your face positive and relaxed. Babies read your face before they decide how to feel about anything new. If your face during spoon feeding shows anxiety, frustration, eagerness, or tension, your baby picks that up immediately and associates those feelings with eating. Keep your expression warm, relaxed, and genuinely calm, even when your baby spits something out, gags slightly, or refuses entirely. A parent who shrugs warmly when food gets rejected and says, "That is okay, we can try again," teaches their baby that food refusal is not a catastrophe, that mealtime is safe, that trying new things has no pressure attached to it. Your face is the most powerful feeding tool you have. Tip 6, let them touch and play with the food. I know this feels counterproductive, but babies learn about new foods through their hands before they learn through their mouths. Letting your baby touch, squish, smear, and explore food on their tray before and during spoon feeding builds familiarity with textures and reduces the newness that makes babies reject food. A food that a baby has touched 10 times before it goes in their mouth is far less likely to be rejected than one that arrives on a spoon completely unfamiliar. Embrace the mess. It is not chaos. It is learning. Tip 7, choose the right spoon. The spoon you use matters more than most parents realize. For babies just starting solids, the best spoon is small, about the size of a teaspoon or smaller, so it fits comfortably in your baby's mouth without stretching their lips. It should be shallow, so the food loads in a thin layer rather than a deep pile. Soft-tipped spoons made from silicone are ideal because they are gentle on gums and emerging teeth. Avoid hard metal spoons for young babies, as these can be uncomfortable and create negative associations with the spoon itself. As your baby gets older and starts showing interest in self-feeding, introduce a short-handled spoon with a wide grip that their fist can hold easily. Letting your baby attempt to self-feed, even messily and unsuccessfully, alongside you spoon feeding is one of the best things you can do for their feeding development and independence. So here is what I want you to remember the next time you sit down with a spoon and a little jar of something orange. Your baby is not just eating. They are forming their entire relationship with food right now. Every mealtime where they feel in control, listened to, and unpressured is building a foundation that will make every mealtime after it a little easier. Take it slow. Watch their face. Follow their lead. Choose a spoon that fits. And trust that a baby who is allowed to eat at their own pace in their own way will eventually eat. Not perfectly, not always willingly, but with a confidence and openness that begins right here at this tiny spoon in your hand.